Hello everyone, Simit here. Thank you so much for downloading this very short episode. This is actually barely an episode. I just wanted to take this opportunity to make a few announcements and to share some updates with you. Firstly, I am very happy to announce that today, this podcast has reached over 1,000 downloads in 47 different countries. I know that's small potatoes compared to a lot of other podcasts, but for me, this really means so much. So I want to firstly say a massive thank you to all of you who have taken the time to download and listen to these episodes. If you've liked my posts on social media, if you've sent me messages telling me what you think of the show, I really appreciate all those little things that you guys have done that have helped me to get to this very significant milestone. It really warms my heart to see that 1,000 number. It really makes me feel very satisfied and excited and motivated to keep going. It makes me feel like those hundreds of hours of work that have gone into putting this podcast together have really been worth it. So thank you so much for giving me that feeling. That's an amazing gift that you've given me. Thank you. In other news, I wanted to let you know that this podcast is now available on YouTube. This is an audio-only podcast, which is just a better format for this particular show, I believe. But I know a lot of people do prefer to use YouTube to get their podcasts. If that's you, then please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and enable notifications to make sure that you don't miss anything. I'll leave a link in the show notes to the YouTube channel, or you can very easily search for a Postdoc's Journal on YouTube. If, like me, you prefer to listen to your podcasts in a more traditional way, it is of course available wherever you normally get your podcasts. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Pocket Casts, Amazon, and dozens of other places. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe and leave some likes or stars or whatever on whichever podcast app you listen to this podcast on. Or better yet, please leave a review to let everyone know what you think. I've also started a Reddit community, so a shout out to those of you who have maybe come across my podcast recently on Reddit. If you are a Reddit user, make sure you've become a member of my Reddit community. I'll leave a link in the show notes, or you can very easily search for a Postdoc's Journal and find it that way. I'll be posting updates there, and it's a chance for you to post things as well. If you want to share anything about your thoughts on particular episodes, or if there's things you can relate to, if you want to start a conversation, if you want to ask me any questions as well, then Reddit would be a great place to do that. Finally, I'm actually actively working on Season 2 now. I'm trying to structure it so I can release the episodes in a more consistent way this time. So Season 1 covered the first 2 years of my postdoc, and Season 2 will cover the third year of my postdoc. I'm very excited to share some of the journal entries in Season 2. I've been having good fun rereading them and getting them together and getting them cleaned up and ready for the podcast. These are many of the journal entries that I first had in mind when I came up with the idea of doing this podcast in the first place, so I'm very excited to finally get to the good stuff. So that's all the updates I wanted to share, so I'm going to get back to work. Thanks again for helping me to get to 1,000 downloads. It really means so much to me, and I genuinely hope that listening to this podcast has provided you with some kind of benefit and value. So take care, please be kind to yourself. Thank you very much.